Hello, everybody. So, first, I wanted to say I posted a short video to let you know that Roberts Institute, a institute called Roberts Institute, something. They emailed me and asked me to remove all the videos. They gave us a few days to do so. So in a few days you can get the videos. I still have access to audios, all collection. You can email me later and I can provide you with all audios. Later I will release or put if I have to. I just replied on the email I received and asked for kind of permission to see if we can keep the videos. If we cannot, then I will leave my email here. Anybody who likes to have access to a collection of the audios, I can provide them some way to get the audios. I have not crafted out a exact way to distribute the audio, but I think it is possible to do it through Google Drive or such a thing. Let's see what happens. I just emailed them back and I am waiting for their response. In the meanwhile, sometimes we can talk about Robert's teachings ourselves. Yeah. For instance, something that affected me enormously, not affected me enormously, I mean, made a lot of sense to me, is just the sentence drop it. Drop it. So we can talk about Robert's teaching, maybe even one sentence. If you go deep into one sentence, it takes you even 1 hour to just talk about it. So what does it mean to drop it? Drop what? Who drops something? Who is there to drop it? So if you look into it, you see, oh, it is complicated. Drop what? Who is there to drop it? We are always making stories around the world we are seeing, if we call it a world. What we see are images, yeah? We see images. The light come to the eye and we make images of the rest of light called the universe. Even the body itself is kind of light, is energy, is dense energy. Then we make stories around the images. So Robert is saying simply drop all the story. All your problems are a story. All your journey is a stories. You have done this, have done that, your experience, they are stories. We make a story. So when you drop it, drop all of them. Who is dropping it? Who is dropping the story? who is there to drop a story. Obviously, nothing is there to drop the story. Because if there is no story, then there is no you. You are a story, you are the story itself. If there is no story in it, there is no you. So who drop it? Who drops the story? You are the story. So what does it mean to drop it? You have no way to drop the stories. See, you are the story. The story cannot drop the story. But as you are the consciousness, you are that you are, you can go back to who you are, reside in the I amness. As soon as you reside there, then there is no story, there is no you, you have dropped everything. No, how we can go back to, if I call it the point zero, to the point zero where there is no story? To do this, of course, I remember when Robert was talking about dropping it, he said you have already done some inquiry and therefore you know, not you know, there is not knowing. You are aware of who you are. You are the awareness. When you are aware, you are that you are. So dropping it in means residing in what you are, going back to that I amness. So if you have not done the inquiry, then you may ask, how can I go back to that I amness? I don't know if I am. So if you don't know if you are, then how are you supposed to go back to who you are? As we ask the question, who I am, if we keep asking that question, from where this I is showing up, what is the source of I? Even not that. As for me, first, by Robert's teaching, I knew the question, who am I? But the question didn't make that much sense to me. Because first you should know you are, then you ask who you are. If you don't know you are, then what does it mean to ask who are you? You don't I don't know if I am. Then the question who am I doesn't make sense. So I ask myself, do I exist at all? If you ask yourself, I don't mean this works for you, you should find your version. What truly is your question? That was my true question. So then you noticed When there is no thought, nothing, there is no thought over there, you still are. That is the isness. So you find the I amness. Not you find the I amness. I don't know how to explain it in words. I amness become aware of I amness, something. Even that's not true. It is just a, a way of saying it. You are, just you are. When Robert is saying drop it, he means just go back to that I amness. If you go back to that, just let go of all stories. Remain in I amness. As we remain in that I amness, the I amness expand itself. It bring you the hell. We have many layers of false layers. I mean, we identify with many things. We attach ourselves to many things, to our situation, to family, friends, girlfriend, work, job, money. So we attach ourselves to them. We identify ourselves to them. As soon as you go back to that I amness, the I amness bring the hell to you. I didn't see Robert talking about it, but that is my experience. If you go back to that I amness, all the false, I don't know, I don't mean false, all the imaginary world you have created for yourself would collapse. You are losing, you lose your job, you lose your girlfriend, everything will collapse, fall apart, because the false layers need to be removed in order for that I amness to have enough space to play. So drop it, it is two words, but this is two words and two worlds. At the end, there is no, I mean, everything that you see is you as well. I mean, the stories are not separated from you. So if dropping it is dropping the stories, dropping the ego. And if we inquire from where the stories are showing up, from where the stories are emerging themselves, appearing, what is the source of a story? Then go back to it, watch it, from where the stories are going out, coming out. You can do it immediately. Then you go back again to yourself, to the easiness. There is nothing, I mean, the stories, the story just show up. Where does they show up? So if you inquire in it, of course the mind is not capable of answering the question, because the mind itself is the questions. But you can go back to that 0 point. And remain in that 0 point. There is nothing to understand. All are stories. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know about what is going on. And also, sometimes we can do self inquiry, meditation here together. We make live or whatever and do kind of self inquiry, meditation based on Robert's teachings. Thank you very much. Love you all, lovely ones.